But I'm so happy that I never thought I could find something like this in my price range, because my price range is like as free as possible.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful day here in North Carolina. We just had that kind of like the remnants of that hurricane go through, and it seems to have kind of cooled the air down. That's why the neighbor's out mowing their lawn. Sorry about the sound of that. But I realized once again that I didn't start my video very well, so I need to catch you up to speed because I just started filming right in the middle of the story. So in our last video last week, we finished the wood floors in our living room, and very happy with that because it now makes it possible for us to start working on like the furniture of the living room. We can start bringing the other furniture in that's still in storage and putting in baseboards and stuff, but also we can start making our built-ins. Because our house is pretty small for a family our size, there's only one living space, and we have a large collection of books. So we don't have a room like a library room, and so they need to be in the living room, which is fine. I love that. I'm totally happy with it. But we need to build some bookcases. And also because I'm going for a cottage feeling in our little ranch house, it needs to have a hearth. I feel like any house I want to have a fireplace in, but like, especially if you want a cottage home, that's the thing, right? You got to have a little warm, cozy hearth. So all of this time through the renovation, that's been on my mind, like top of mind. How do we have a fireplace and built-ins in this house? My dream, if budget and time and I could just like Mary Poppins it into existence, would be to have a wood burning fireplace with a chimney, but literally that's like tens of thousands of dollars and very disruptive. And even if we had done it from the beginning, it would have been very, very, very expensive. And then, we were talking like not DIY, right? Because we've been doing this renovation ourselves with a little bit of help, but like we're talking all sorts of stuff we can't do. Building the chimney and the brick masons, and I have no idea. Too much for us. Too expensive. So the next thought was we could do a gas fireplace. Still pretty expensive. I think like $12,000 or something. But that didn't come together. That didn't happen because you still have to have like a vent. Anyways, so I thought for the longest time we might do an electric fireplace, but I had a lot of reservations about that. And if you've got an electric fireplace, I get it. I understand why you did it because I was going to do it. But even when I was a kid, I don't like fake things. Like, I don't like faux finishes. They can be fun in their place, but like, I don't like, and I've had electric fireplaces before, but I don't like the fake bricks in there and the fake concrete and all of that stuff. And so I was really, I don't know, I really wanted a fireplace, but I'm like, oh, I don't know. And they're not cheap unless you get a used one. Anyways, so then I just had an epiphany, like literally like a few weeks ago, where I'm like, I am just going to build a fireplace with real materials that are beautiful, and it looks real. Everything's wood and, stone or brick or tile or whatever it is. And it just won't work. It won't go anywhere, but I will have the look. And then I can get a space heater that looks like a wood burning stove and put it inside, just like an old Victorian house would. I don't know if you guys have seen that before, but I'll put one like right here. Like, this is pretty common, especially in old homes in like England and stuff. You put a little wood burning stove inside because it's more efficient and all of that stuff. And you can buy little electric space heaters that look like that. So I'm like, I will just put one of those in there in the winter time and have that look. And then the rest of the year, I just love my fireplace because it's real materials that I love. And so I started the hunt looking for fireplaces. So that is where this video begins. And I didn't even, you guys were really not great at these renovation videos because I didn't even do a good before. This is like all I've got is what you're looking at, is me just kind of sweeping across the room. you know, needing to have a fireplace and built-ins where the TV wall is. So that's it. Let's get started on building our cottage hearth. All right, so it is date night. And
more like date day at this point.
Well, it's a little earlier than we typically go out, about an hour earlier, because we're headed up to the mountains of North Carolina, which I've been wanting to do on a date anyways, but we're involved in this fireplace, this built-ins bookcase fireplace project, and I've been scouring the thrift shops and antique stores, and on Facebook Marketplace, and I found one on Facebook that's a couple hours away, hour 45, that is made of red oak, and it's cute, and it's vintage, and it's the right size, and Mike liked it. Because I also found one in Virginia 5.5 hours away that has like oak leaves and acorns carved into it for the exact same price as this one. And if this one doesn't work out, we're going on a getaway to Virginia to look at that one. But I think it'll work out. What's nice about it is that it's straight on the side, so it's easy to have built-ins on either side, because you know, you don't think about it, but a lot of mantles poke out on the top. This one does not. So, and it's wider than our TV, so that's good. So anyways, we're gonna make a date of it, and we're headed up there right now. Okay, we're here, but I'm not gonna record because that would weird them out, but it's really cute. I think I'm gonna get it. Well, it was very cute, and it was a fair price. It was $150, and in my area, that's a fair price. I know that probably in some parts of the country or the world, you'd be like, what? Those are like 75 where I'm at, but me looking, that seems about the right price, especially for an old one. This is a cute arts and crafts one. Got cute little details. It's oak. So that's what we need to design the whole thing. I have like a general idea, but I need, once it's like, okay, now for specifics, I need the actual fireplace to design it. And now we're going to enjoy the rest of date night while we're up here in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow or the next day. We are home from our date night. It was a beautiful night in the mountains, just beautiful. And the kids did well here. They have screen time on Friday and Saturday, so they're all like into their screens. But Asher just went out with Mike, and this is where it's going. And I wanted to put it there now so I could start thinking and designing and seeing it in the space. It's gonna come up to just below the TV. Well, you'll see.
Okay. Here it is.
Okay, cute.
Big fireplace.
Yeah, so we will be building it out like a box. So then there's like a fake fireplace in there. The things I liked about it, I think it's a really cute, like probably 1930s, 1920s or 30s. That's what I'm gonna guess. I liked the little, these. I loved this. Now there's missing one, but I love little pearl beading. I love it. And Mike liked the simple lines. It's red oak, I believe. Yeah. And it has these straight lines, so when we do the bookshelves, they can come right up flush with it, which is really nice. So we will build a box and then tile or brick out like a fake actual hearth in there.
Okay, it's a couple days later. Now we're finally gonna get into moving this stuff and starting to build it.
If any of you were on our live stream today, we do lives over on our other channel, Planted with the Knorps, about essential oils classes. But I did not get much sleep last night, and I mentioned it on there. And neither did Mike. Like both of us at like 3 a.m. admitted to each other that we weren't sleeping, which was kind of nice because it can feel kind of lonely when you feel like the other person in bed is just like snoozing and you're just like. But I made the mistake of thinking about what color I'm going to be painting all of this. I'm leaving this wood, but I am going to be painting all the built-ins and the trim and stuff a color. And I don't know what color. And laying in bed, it's like when your brain has nothing else, it's like, well, I could do it blue, or I could do it pink, I could do it coral, or I could do it blue, I could do it cream color. It's like that, really, for 3 hours. That's what it felt like. But, so I'm trying to think about it now, so maybe I won't think about it tonight. Okay, Mike's gonna redo this wall because realizing after we put it in that it wasn't set out enough. I want it to be more substantial than the bookshelves on either side. I wanna see there's greater depth there. And I also, even though it's not a real fireplace, I want it to look like a real fireplace because I feel like one of the main characteristics of a cottage house is a hearth. And that's why we designed the kitchen to look like that. So it seemed like a hearth, you know, over there. And this too, I want also.
Okay.
Perfect. I can't believe how quickly you did that. I really can't believe how quick you did that. I'm actually really, truly impressed. Yeah,
Given my track record.
It just, given the renovation track record,
I mean,
everything takes so long. I know. That looks great. I'm glad that we redid the depth. The same width as this. It's 60 inches. We'll do 60 inches of bookshelves on this side and 60 inches of bookshelves from floor to ceiling. Yeah, now I just have to...
Well, what we need to do is we got to finish. We're going to put a couple more pieces of framing and then clad it with the plywood.
I'm very, very pleased. It grounds the whole space because before it just kind of felt like the furniture was floating in this big room.
Yeah. You didn't have any...
Even with a rug, but like now it like immediately feels so cozy. I love fireplaces. I love hearths. So very happy.
And we'll add the box at the bottom too.
Yeah, and I was gonna maybe do tile, but I think we'll do like a brick tile. What are those called?
I don't know.
Like thin brick or brick, I don't know what it's called, like that you would use for like a backsplash or something. So I'm very happy. All right, it's the next day and I've been, you know, we need to tile the fireplace or brick the fireplace or whatever we're gonna do. And I thought I would run up to the Habitat for Humanity resort in the town north of me because they usually have tons of tile. And then I was gonna run to an actual tile store afterwards, but I went and they had this like incredible vintage, like it's like in an old cardboard box falling apart, Italian floral tile. And it's like totally in the colors that I'm decorating. And it would have been like something I wouldn't have ever like thought of. I mean, I think they're so pretty, but like they're so expensive, you know? It's kind of like a multicolored Delft tile. And so it still was $200 for the box. I believe the box will be enough to do the face, but I didn't get it because I'm not completely sure. It would be so fun. It's like, you know, whenever you're doing stuff to your house, you can't help but think about resale. Even though I'm not planning on moving anytime soon, it's kind of a curse for all of us homeowners, right? Like resale value. Will anybody else like this? So I'm gonna go home. I took pictures of it and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna stare and I'm gonna compare it to other finishes in the room. and make my decision. Okay, I'm back home. And I wasn't sure about the tile. I felt very nervous. And so I went ahead and did a mock-up on Photoshop to scale of what it would look like. And I'm so happy. I'm definitely going back and getting it after lunch. This is if I did a single row of it. It looks so cute. I love it. Or if I wanted to do a double row and kind of scoot it behind a little bit. That is also incredibly adorable. Oh my goodness, I love it. I'm so excited, guys. Mike is here and we're going to get the tile. Eve's coming too. Yeah.
So exciting.
I am very excited. After doing that mock-up, I've just been super jazzed ever since. The hard part about doing what you love is sometimes, well, for me, it's not like super on trend. And so I can't just like send that to a friend or whatever and they'll be like, oh, I love it, because like
they're probably gonna hate it, actually.
Well, they're just not gonna understand. I mean, I could find things that are like that, but anyway, so that's a little scary. You're like, am I just doing, is what I'm doing like insane? But I hope that once it all comes, when I finish it, it's a little cohesive, or at least even if it's not cohesive, I just hope that I love it.
On a mission.
That's right, he is. He knows what you want. Is it here? Where is it? Let's see. Wow. Wait, in that box right there?
Yes.
Wow, that is an ugly box. No wonder no one saw it.
It's old.
Ready to go.
I'm ready.
Those are cute. But the ugly box sort of hides them for you a little bit, because who wants to look at an ugly box?
These, and I'm like, oh, these are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't necessarily want that much color. But they're amazing. That would be super cool if that was the colors I was going for. And then I'm like, what else do they have? Because this is different than normal. Anyways.
Right. And here we are.
Originally I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll do something like this. Very boring.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, but I'm so happy that I never thought I could find something like this in my price range, because my price range is like as free as possible.
So look in those old moldy boxes at your restore. Maybe there'll be something good in them. Okay, we're back home.
Okay.
Are you excited? You're
Yes.
so excited?
Yes. I googled like this brand
Uh-huh.
tile and like said they're hand painted, made on the Amalfi Coast. They're
Yes.
like in like, they make like museum installations. These are like really expensive.
Let's see, we'll look at it close.
So I mean, I thought that would be appropriate for our little,
I mean, yeah, our house is like a museum.
yeah. But
So it
for
makes
like
sense.
25 of them, it's like 400 pounds. I mean, 400 euros.
Jeez. That's pretty, look at that. This way we get the full view. Now, the sad thing is you'll never actually put them together like this, because they're only
It
going to
just
be...
depends on how many we have. Like if I have so many that like, it should go, nope, look, they have to go like that.
They actually had another box there, we just didn't want
No, they didn't. They
Oh,
had
what
another
was that
box
other
of
box?
just the same company, but this blue.
Oh.
Somebody obviously was gonna
okay.
do like a kitchen backsplash or something.
They changed their mind.
But that was also $200 and I didn't need it. They were pretty though. Just so it was like that blue right there. Just square tiles of that.
Look at that.
Look. All the blue flowers go
Yep.
together in the corner. And the yellow flowers go together. Dude, I have tons. That was the first row.
Yeah, that's a... What else could you do with it?
I mean, you could do it into it.
Oh, that's true.
It's so cute.
Pretty.
Okay, this is what I got for $200. It's so cute. And can you see how cute it would be to get some other tile to like maybe do around the edge of it, and then be able to have that on the back, and then maybe do the sides out of something like that. You know, that would look so cute.
Cada día doy la gracias a esta vida yo sabía que algún día llegaría.
Okay, it's the next day, and this is a lot of our process because we're kind of just making it up as we go along.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out how we get the plywood up, but without making it like look bad, so that when we finish it, and just how we're gonna attach it. And
Yeah. Because we're doing plywood, not sheetrock.
yeah, because all of this will be wood, we'll paint it, and we're just hoping this looks like it's part of like a wood wall finish sort of thing. So we need to go get that plywood. We need to figure out how to attach it. I need to sand it and get it prepped so that when it's up and we paint it, it looks as smooth as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're gonna go to the Home Depot, get some plywood. I don't know if I showed you guys, this is our inspo pick right here. Oh, so cute. That helps me to have those up so I can just keep refocusing my mind. But we also need to go over to the warehouse. We have so many pieces of furniture in there that I need to be honest with myself and that I'm not keeping. The hardest part is when they're antiques, because they're like, you know, kind of, they don't come around as often when they're old. You know, there's not as many of them in the world. It's not like just something you bought at like, you know, some random store. But I am ready, I think, because it's like, okay, now that we have this is the layout. We don't have any other rooms, so we also need to go over there and do that. And we have a doTERRA class on our other channel tonight, so we need to get going. Let's do it. All right, we're back. This is one of those pieces that I've held on to forever. It's an antique deacon's bench. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and I have nowhere for it.
And it's covered in spiders.
But ew, gross. Ew.
I found the huge one.
We're gonna want to like.
Let's get a broom right now.
See under there?
Oh my gosh.
It's not really
That
seen
is
Can't
really
see that
disturbing.
I'm gonna poke it.
Boop.
Hey, where'd it go? Ew, it's moving a lot. I've held on to this forever because it is so amazing, and you're like, someday I'll probably have somewhere for it, but it's just making less and less sense to just hold on to it. So I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna sell it. Okay, here's the problem. It looks amazing right there. Put it like halfway in between those two outlets. See, by telling Mike I was gonna sell it, it got him like right on it. But look how great it is there. There's plenty of space.
Is there?
Yeah, especially once we take this rug out. And it's such a great, like it's extra seating.
Okay, here. Let me test it. Let me see.
What do you mean test it?
That's how there's too much. It's not enough.
Oh, I see.
And you're like,
It's so beautiful.
too.
It's so beautiful. Original
Too close.
paint. Pennsylvania Deacon's bench.
A little worse for wear.
Well, it just needs to be clean. That's disgusting. It needs to be cleaned up.
Qué alegría pasar el tiempo a tu lado. Qué alegría por haberte encontrado. Soy feliz. Siento que todo he ganado.
Mike did it. So, are we done for the duration of the evening? Or I guess I'm just sitting here, but.
Well, I want to get those two pieces in.
Okay.
What time is it?
7:10.
We might be running a little bit short of time.
So what I did over here is I cleaned the bench. And then I waxed it. Can you guys tell? And then I buffed it. You know, the paint's old and chippy. Well, let me show you. It's not chippy in the way that it's actually like chipping off. but you can see the original green paint. This is still old paint that's on top of it, but it was originally painted green, and then I guess that wasn't maybe formal enough for the church, so they painted it black and did these cute like details on it. But I just feel like that kind of set it in a little bit more and then buffed it, and I think it's perfect for right here. It's extra seating. It's a good place to like put your shoes on, all that stuff. So I think what I'll do here is put up my gallery ledges, do 2 of them there, so I can still have like seasonal artwork up that I love to do. This will be gone. I don't know what we'll put there. And then built-ins, and then I have my English cupboard that I'm going to put over here. And I wouldn't mind having a really narrow bench right here. We'll see. Something the kiddies can sit on, but maybe it's nice just to have it open. And like I said, this is the sofa that needs to, it's sad because it's a great sofa, and I guess the sad part is I don't have anywhere else for it. And we stored some of our sofas over in the warehouse, and they just got mice living in them. So I don't really want to store it either. I'm never going to have, it's going to be, I don't know when I will have more space. This is my house. So I just need to pass it along. But I've been shopping, and I think I've found the perfect sofa. I also, did I tell you guys, I need to get a new rug. This rug it's a little, it's probably like 80, 90 years old. And it was in great condition when we got it. We've kind of been probably more rough on it than I ever had before. But it's just, it needs some love, but mostly I would keep it because I'm okay with a little bit of a shabbiness going on. It's just too big because I don't want it to come into this space and then it goes too much into the dining room space. So we need to shrink the rug so it's just in this furniture area. So I've been shopping for one of those too. I think I found a good one.
Well,
so
this is where we are so far.
Next we need to build the box.
Mm-hmm.
That will go in all the way to the back, right?
Ugh.
There's no reason for it not to.
Yes.
And it will be 32, 20. So it'll be 28 inches on the interior.
It's actually 2 boxes. You got a little one on bottom that
Maybe
it
not 28, but
sits on.
Because I want to, let me show you guys. Hold on. So you know how people will take old fireplaces and they'll put wood burners in them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get an electric one that's not real. It's just like a space heater.
Yep, let me see that up close. It's kind of cute.
Yeah. And I want to be able to put that in here at Christmas time. So, they have like the little fake flames and stuff. So Mike's going to put in a little outlet.
In the box.
That way the space heater won't flip any.
Well, yeah, it'll be on a 20 amp breaker anyways.
Yeah. So I want it big enough so one of those will fit in there. And most of them seem to be about 23 inches high. So it's going to be big enough.
Okay.
Because right now it's about 30 inches.
Okay.
So, and then the rest of the year we can just do whatever in there. And so, yeah.
So, yeah, what's left to do is to essentially cover this so it looks like just a chimney, or it's not chimney, but a fireplace box inside. And then, well, painting and bookshelves. So,
built-ins.
this is a
But the box
multi-step.
will be next, and then we'll put the tile on it.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll build the built-ins and paint everything and trim it all out.
Yep.
But so far, let's look at the whole thing. So at the beginning of this video, we got this, which was $150.
Yes.
It's not like dirt cheap, but it's really cute. Antique, got all the patina that we love. And it kind of like directed the rest, right? Because we had to go, everything we did after that was built off of the size of this. And then
Literally.
the framing for this was how much?
About $70.
$70 worth of 2x4s.
Yep.
And then the drywall, not drywall, but the
Plywood.
Plywood. We got 1/2-inch plywood, birch plywood, so that it's easy to paint. Was another $65.
Yep.
So total about $285 for this.
Yep. Into this project.
Which is like nothing if you don't have any money, But if you're renovating
Like
your
us.
house, if you're renovating your house and you're making a fireplace, it's enough. I mean, it's not that much.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
And
so
it's starting to actually look like something.
it makes it feel so good in here.
Here, have we got it? We should do a view from over here.
It makes it feel immediately like grounds the room, because otherwise it was just this big, and now suddenly it's a cottage, and it's so happy.
And we're gonna leave this open for now. The bookshelves will go up against those
like
2x4s and cover that hole essentially, and then we'll just put a little strip at the front of them.
all the way to here, about, give or take, right there. And we won't be putting cabinets at the bottom.
It'll just be bookshelves all the way.
Bookshelves the whole way. So cute. I am so happy with how it looks. I'm very impressed with Mike. I was telling him, like, I just told him what I wanted, and he like sat there, and I think we mentioned in the video, like, that night he could not sleep.
No.
But he like figured out exactly what it needed to have in the, like, as the bones, as the structure, and then he built it, and then he wired it and faced it, and that is something Mike could not do. 2 years ago, year ago.
Well, some of those have come along at different times, but
So you can teach an old dog new tricks.
turns out. And you may not be able to do them really well, but well enough to get
I'm very impressed, because also over our stove he built something similar, like the hearth that went over our 2 stoves, ranges, and that was very hard for you.
Yeah, that took a while, but it partly because it kind of floats. It doesn't rest on the floor.
But still, this took you like a day of thinking, and then you just started building it. And I love it. It makes such a difference in the room.
Even though it's not even done yet.
I know, but
funny.
like, I love it, and I'm so happy with it. So.
And also, if you want to, go check out our other YouTube channel, Planted with the Knorps, which is our channel talking about essential oils. We're basically teaching about how to use them and that sort of thing. So
yeah, and that's a question we get a lot. Like, what do you guys do for a living? In fact, somebody asked that on the last video. Like, I don't understand how you pay for this. It's like, well, we have jobs. We work for doTERRA. We've worked for them for over a dozen years now. That's our day job.
Yeah,
so.
Essentially. So
essentially.
Oh man. So check it out. It's always a live video on there, so it's kind of fun because we can interact with everybody and kind of hang out a little bit. So anyways, there's a link in the description below to check that out.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.